You know, every great city has a story about how it began. But I'm telling you, not many are as epic as the one we're about to get into. A story about a divine showdown that gave a city its name and really its whole identity. So let's dive in. Our story starts way back in ancient Greece with this brand new city, and it was absolutely stunning. It felt like it was touched by the gods. But for all its beauty, it was missing just one tiny but super important thing: a name. Just try to picture this place. The people there were kind, they were clever, inventing things like architecture and democracy. The fields around the city were always green and full of life. And the buildings, whoa, all made of marble with these beautiful arches that were described as rainbows frozen white. And watching over all of it from a high rocky cliff was the Acropolis. Now, the king of this incredible city was, well, he was something else. His name was King Sacrops, known everywhere for being wise and good. But he also looked a little different. From the waist up, he was a man, but instead of legs, yep, he had this massive coiling serpent's tail. So King Sacrops figured a city this amazing needed a god or goddess to look after it, right? He stood on the steps of the Parthenon in front of all his people, looked up to the heavens, and basically called out to Olympus, asking which of the gods wanted to claim this incredible city as their own. And just like that, bam! Two gods showed up. First, Athena, the goddess of wisdom, just appeared out of nowhere, dressed in a brilliant white gown with a golden helmet. The crowd starts to cheer, but then this roar fills the air, and it smells like saltwater. It was Poseidon, god of the sea, his skin looking like driftwood, and of course, he's holding his giant three-pronged trident. I mean, can you imagine? The crowd just went wild. Two of the most powerful gods on Olympus, right there, both wanting their city. But as Athena and Poseidon started to argue, everyone realized, uh-oh, there's a problem. A city can't have two patrons. It can only have one name. Now, King Sacrops was a smart guy. He saw where this was going, a godly smackdown right in the middle of his city, and it wasn't going to be pretty. So he stepped in and came up with a peaceful idea, a contest. Each god would give the city a gift, and the people would get to choose which one was better. Athena, being all about fairness, immediately agreed. But Poseidon, oh no, he was all about showing off his raw power. He just boomed, "I agree," and rudely shoved past his niece, insisting that he would go first. It was like he and his weapon just got bigger and bigger. The air filled with the sound of crashing waves, and with this absolutely terrifying roar, he just hurls his trident right at the stone of the Acropolis. And the second it hit, total chaos. An earthquake, a crack of thunder, the whole shebang. The rock itself split wide open, and out of this new crack, a spring of water started shooting up into the air. At first, everyone was losing their minds. Water on the high, dry Acropolis. This was a miracle. But as people rushed forward to get a drink of this amazing gift, their excitement just vanished. They spat it out, yelling, "It's salt water. You can't drink it, you can't give it to your animals, you can't water your crops with it. It was useless." Oh, Poseidon was not happy about their reaction. He was furious. He's basically yelling at them, "You're missing the point." He told them his gift wasn't just water, it was the sea itself, a promise of power on the ocean, the ability to smash the ships of their enemies to pieces. Okay, so after all that drama, it's Athena's turn, and she's just so calm, you know? She walks forward, but instead of this big, violent show of power, she just gently dips the tip of her spear into the ground, making a little hole. Everyone's holding their breath, wondering what she's going to do. She kneels down and buries something so small nobody can even see it. As Poseidon starts getting annoyed, she just smiles and says that her gift is a seed, and seeds require a little patience. And then you could feel it. The ground started to shake just a little bit. A tiny green sprout poked through the dirt and then just started growing, like impossibly fast. First, it was as tall as King Sacrops, then it kept going, higher and higher, until it was as tall as Poseidon himself. It was this incredible, magnificent tree with dark bark and silvery green leaves. Athena then explains what this tree actually is. The very first olive tree, made just for them. She showed them the fruit, which they could eat. The oil from the fruit could be used for cooking and for light in their lamps. The wood was strong, perfect for building houses and boats. And even the leaves could be woven into crowns for heroes. Her gift wasn't about war. It was about life.
Yeah, it was a no-brainer. The choice was clear. Poseidon offered power and the sea, but Athena offered everything you need for civilization: food, light, shelter. The crowd just erupted, cheering for Athena.
And Poseidon? Well, let's just say he was a bit of a sore loser. He stormed off in a total rage, and just to be petty, he used his powers to flood a few of the city's fields on his way back to the ocean. Honestly, the people probably didn't even notice his little tantrum. They were too busy celebrating. Their beautiful, amazing city finally had an identity.
In honor of their new, wise patron goddess, their city would be called Athens.
And Athena didn't just drop the gift and run. She actually stuck around and taught the people how to take care of the olive tree. It's even said that every single olive tree in the world today came from that one original magical tree. And the city of Athens, well, it became a shining beacon in the ancient world, a city that would always remember the choice it made, not for brute strength, but for the kind of wisdom that helps people thrive.